The word Waikiki in Hawaiian means spouting fresh water. Waikiki has a really interesting history. In the early 1900s, it looked nothing like it does today. There were no sprawling skyscrapers or hotels. It was actually just a lot of marshland. There were some taro fields and fish ponds in the early 1900s. And instead of seeing beautiful palm trees everywhere, you might have just seen a lot of mosquitoes. It was a big marshlands, and it was used primarily for agriculture until about the 1950s when the Alawi Canal was built. That diverted rainwater from the Manoa Mountains straight to the ocean. And that dried up the land, and it made it possible to build all of the beautiful hotels and beaches that you see today. One of the biggest landmarks in Waikiki that you'll see right here on your screen is Diamond Head. Diamond Head is one of Hawaii's most famous monuments, and it's a really beautiful landmark and the remains of a crater. Most of you know that Hawaii was built from volcanic activity, so all the craters are left over from volcanoes and volcanic eruptions. So Diamond Head is no different. And the original Hawaiian name for Diamond Head was Le'ahi. Kind of a funny story behind that one too. The meaning of Le'ahi is brow of the tuna. But some British sailors came into Hawaii in the early 1900s, and they saw Diamond Head. They were hiking along the outside of the crater, and they saw sparkling in the soil, and they thought that it was diamonds. Of course, we all know today it wasn't diamonds. It was actually just calcite rock, which is absolutely worthless. But it was beautiful. They tried to mine all of that, so now what remains is really just rock. But it's still one of the most popular hikes to do in Oahu. The views at the top are absolutely gorgeous, but it's a hot one, so if you do decide to hike Diamond Head, just make sure you wear sunscreen and bring lots of water. And let's see if we can pan over the water. One thing that you're gonna see a lot of in Waikiki usually is surfing. It's a little bit of a flat day today, but we're coming back to the summer season, which usually brings a swell on the south side, brings out a lot of the surfers in Waikiki. And surfing in Waikiki is pretty much as good as it gets. Beautiful blue ocean, Diamond Head in the distance. It's a perfect spot to learn too when you come and visit. Waikiki was the home of one of the founders of surfing as well. His name was Duke Kahanamoku. If you walk along Waikiki streets while you're here, you'll see a big bronze statue. That statue is of Duke Kahanamoku. In the early 1900s, he was a swimmer and a surfer. He was actually an Olympic swimmer, and he traveled around the world for Olympic swimming. But while he was in those places, he also wanted to surf. So he introduced surfing to a lot of different parts of the world, like Australia, California, some of the big centers of surfing today. So that's why some people call him the father of modern surfing. And if you come into town and see that statue, a lot of people will leave a lei on his outstretched arms. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. We're gonna head back now, but we wanna be able to keep bringing you live, beautiful content like this. We're gonna try to bring out our drone more also, because we know these aerial views are absolutely gorgeous. It's one of the best ways to see Oahu. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope you'll tune in to more of our live videos going forward. Make sure to follow us at Dolphins and You on Instagram, Facebook. We have a YouTube also for our edited videos. Stay tuned in to our content from Hawaii, and when you're able to visit us again, we can't wait to host you on one of our tours. Mahalo and aloha.